So, hey gang, today we're going to modify my Invicta Pro Diver 23678. I got it on Amazon. It was a good deal. It was a Black Friday deal. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be changing out the bezel insert and filing off where it is inscribed Invicta on the side and the markings off the crown. As you can see here, the watch is still in basically brand new condition, and we're about to take a file to it. So first thing that you got to do to get the bezel off nicely is to get your knife underneath the aluminum part of the bezel and then gently pry it out. You know, be careful, don't cut yourself. I didn't cut myself. I hope you don't cut yourself. So you gently work your way around the bezel, and then it comes off, revealing all the glue that you have to clean off afterwards. Now here I'm taking out the retaining spring for the bezel, and just get your knife in there, and your X-Acto knife or crafting knife, whatever you want to call it, and gently pry that retaining spring out. And off camera, once I got the retaining spring out, I took the bezel off, and the indexing spring, I don't know what you'd want to call it. It's under a fair bit of pressure and just about jumped out of my hands. I kind of wish I would have got that on camera for you guys, but I didn't. So anyway, here we're about to take the file to it. You can see it's the engraving is about to disappear. And it's just a standard single cut file. Remember, file in one direction and don't drag it back and forth across. Just keep working at it, and it's going to be just fine. So here I'm showing some progress, a little more progress. I guess I filed on it for probably 20 minutes or so, taking my time and being gentle. Then I grabbed some fairly coarse sandpaper and went after it to remove the file marks. Decided that I kind of like the brushed look, so once I get it to where I'm happy with it, I did both sides and the crown. I'm probably going to go back afterwards and polish out the crown because I'm not exactly happy with how the crown looks. The rest of it I'm pretty happy with. So there's the rest of that glue that you got to get off the bezel. Once you get that all clean, you can get that indexing spring and put it back into place. You get the end of the spring into the cogs that are on the bottom side of the bezel. Then you have to start working that spring back in. I tried putting the spring back into the bezel before installing it, but it just popped right back out. So again, you can take your X-Acto knife and gently work that spring back into its spot. It's not impossible. It's a little fiddly. And here we have my Amazon purchased bezel insert. I specifically searched for Invicta bezel insert, so if you do the same, I'm sure you'll find it. It was $10 Canadian on Amazon. I'm pretty happy about that. And also, I didn't use any glue. When I was just trial fitting it here. I was planning on getting some sort of glue and gluing it into place, but it actually snapped into place quite nicely. So I don't believe I'm going to use any glue on it. And I'm not sure that this is going to be the final bezel for this piece anyway. I'm debating putting a ceramic bezel in it at the bezel insert at some point. But I haven't bought one yet. And there's the final look at it, all assembled. And again, it's a fairly coarse brushed look that's on the watch right now. I may go back at some point with a scouring pad and make it a little less aggressive. But for now, I'm quite happy with it. And for my daily watch, it's going to do me just fine. I hope you found this somewhat informational. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Thanks for watching.